Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Top 10 Tuesdays. This is episode 36, I believe. For this week, we are going to be talking about Top 10 Scorpion releasing. So last week we did Top 10 Troma releases, and this week it is Scorpion releasing. Scorpion's been a favorite company of mine for the last few years. They put out lots and lots of good releases. They've re-released some titles that were released before, with really good additions though, so expect to see some of those in here. But I mean, you know, they've done a really good job. They had the Katarina Nightmare Theater line that I believe is ended now. I don't think there's any more of those coming out, but fortunately enough, I was, fortunate enough to grab all of them before they went out of print and stuff, so I had lots of things to choose from. Scorpion's releasing a lot of kind of limited Blu-rays and stuff, which is kind of pisses off people a little bit. They're kind of hard to get and they're expensive too, but if you can get your hands on them, you might as well try to pick them up because they do a good job with them. But without further ado, let's get into pretty much an actual top 10. I picked 10 of my favorite films that they've released, and they have quite a few releases to date, so which are horror films anyways. I think they're all horror films. Anyways, first one is To All a Good Night. This is actually kind of a cheating one. This is a release that they actually teamed up with Kino on, so you can see Kino and Scorpion releasing there. I think this is one of the first ones that they kind of did a collabo on, but I still consider it a Scorpion because it's still, when you search it, it comes up as a Scorpion releasing. But anyways, this one right here was directed by David Hess. Of course, he's the badass motherfucker from Last House on the Left and other films. This was his directorial debut, I believe. Christmas slasher. Not a very good film, but a really awesome release. I was really impressed to see how good the transfer was on this, because I had an old bootleg, and I remember seeing this on VHS years ago, and it was quite terrible looking, like really, really bad and poorly done. So they cleaned this up quite a bit. Pretty cool stuff. Got a little bit of features, but I was just glad to see this get a really nice release. I think they did a great job with this, so that's why it's in the top 10. To All a Good Night, like I said, pretty bad, kind of low grade, shitty slasher, but it's still fun. Yeah, To All a Good Night. Next up here, number 9 is Body Melt. This is an Australian flick. Really fucking weird film, actually. This one, I remember the first time I watched this film, I was like, what the fuck is going on in this shit? Kind of had to rewatch a little bit, but this is a fun film. It's different. It's one of those films you really just got to check out for yourself. It's kind of hard to explain, but it wouldn't really do anything for you if you got to explain this one. You got to kind of have to see it for yourself, but, it's obviously like a body melt film, body horror film. Really fucking trippy film, that's all I gotta say, but I love it though. It's a fun watch. It's always good to throw on and have some beers. Number 9, Body Melt. Number 8 is another Blu-ray, and I just realized I actually have 5 DVDs and 5 Blu-rays. That was not planned. Number 8 here is Seizure. This is a Oliver Stone film, and this is a really fucking weird film. The Executioner, the Queen of Evil, and the Dwarf. So you pretty much know what you're going to get yourself into with that one. Or not. I had no idea when I first popped this thing in. I was just like, holy fuck, this is such a weird film. Of course, you got that guy in it from, what was he from? Fantasy Island or something? Yeah, from Fantasy Island. Of course, from James Bond films too. This one, it's a really, really fucking weird film. I could probably spend all day describing it, but it's, it's a weird one. It's definitely another one of these films you got to see for yourself, but Oliver Stone, really early Oliver Stone film, I think, one of his first ones. But yeah, I highly recommend this one. It's a really fucking weird one. Seizure. In at number 8. Number 7 is one that I've talked about many times in lots of videos. Canadian film with Adam West, Tia Carrera, and of course, John Michael Thor. Zombie Nightmare, featuring music from Motorhead, Pantera, Girls' School, and Thor. Really fun stuff, man. This is such a cheesy film. It's about John Michael Thor. He goes into a grocery store one time. These thugs rob it. They end up killing him, running him over. Anyways, he gets resurrected from some voodoo type ceremony thing. Anyways, he comes back as this like superhero zombie and starts taking out all the assailants one by one. So it's kind of like a zombie revenge film. It's really silly and fun. But just to see Adam West, and I think this was Tia Carrere's first film, which I was fortunate enough to get it signed by her. I actually recently met her, and she said I was the first person ever that she got that she signed this DVD for. So I felt pretty honored. She didn't even know this movie had a DVD release. She was fascinated by that. She's like, this movie sucks. But, you know, they all say that, don't they? But yeah, I highly recommend this one. If you can get your hands on it. You know, unfortunately, a lot of these Scorpion releases are out of print now, so... but you still might be able to find them for decent prices. But Zombie Nightmare, I highly recommend it. It's a fun film. Number 7. Number 6 is Death Ship. Another one of my favorites, man. I know a lot of people seem to kind of shit on this one a little bit. I know there is actually a Blu-ray release. I just didn't feel the need to upgrade the DVD. Looks fine. George Kennedy, basically about this this commercial liner that goes down. And then they seek refuge on this death ship. It's like an old Nazi fucking ship, and it starts taking out one by one all the survivors. It's a really fun film. I find this movie to be super creepy. I think it's because the ship actually feels really large, and there's just a few people, and you know, it's got this weird kind of German shit going on, the music, and oh fuck, it's just, I don't know, there's something about this movie I really have always enjoyed. I find it fascinating. I love the shower scene, it's fantastic. But yeah, just a really kind of cool ghost ship, you know. I don't know, if you've never seen it, check it out. Really fun stuff. Ghost ship. Next up here at number 5 is a film with Barbara Bach, and that is The Unseen. Now, I know years ago, Code Red had released this DVD, which is really hard to find, and I never grabbed it back in the day. But yeah, Scorpion was awesome enough to release it on Blu-ray, and the transfer looks fantastic. I believe this one may have been limited, I can't remember, but lots of features on this, really cool stuff. Love the film. Love this film. This film is exploitation cinema at its best. Yeah, this one's fun as hell, man. You guys gotta check it out if you've never checked it out. The Unseen, highly recommend that. Good stuff. Next up at number 4 is another Canadian film called The Incubus. This one right here, if you don't know what an incubus is, it's basically just like this demon that fucking rapes women and shit. I think it's like a huge cock. I haven't actually watched The Incubus in a long time, but I remember just loving this film. I'd seen it back in the day, and I didn't quite remember it. I think I saw it when I was really young, and I didn't really understand it, what the fuck was going on. This is really cool, though. From the director of, you know, The Legend of Hell House, which is just a fantastic paranormal film, one of the best ones ever made. But The Incubus, yeah, you pretty much know what you're getting yourself into. This is a really violent, kind of odd film. Kind of surreal at times, but it's kind of terrifying. But yeah, Incubus, good shit. And that was number 4. Number 3 is Girly. This one does have a DVD release. It was released, I think there was limited Blu-ray release or whatever, but I grabbed the Blu-ray. This is like an English film about this really fucking weird family that kind of abducts people and fucks around with them. Does really crazy weird shit. Like, this is another film that you really gotta see. It's just strange, it's odd, it's like, you kind of scratch your head while you're watching it, but it's oddly entertaining throughout the whole film. Good performances. Just really, really weird shit happening, and it's just fantastic. I didn't really know what to expect with this one when I first got it. A macabre combo of Disney and Hammer films. It's an interesting quote. Yeah, but I highly recommend this one, man. It's strange, and it has replay value, man. Like, I watched this movie a couple times. It's got, you know, a killer black comedy unlike any other. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely dark. It's got comedy in it, but it's fucked. This movie's pretty fucked. So, Girly, number 3. Number 2 is Day of the Animals. Now, I know Shriek Show had released, I think, this one back in the day, I believe. But yeah, Scorpion released a Blu-ray, Day of the Animals. Awesome, awesome, killer, you know, kind of eco-type film. This one's just fucking awesome. This is when animals attack, man. A whole pile of different sorts of animals get busy in this one. This one, of course, has Christopher George, Leslie Nielsen. Linda Day George actually was Christopher George's wife, I believe, at the time. Leslie Nielsen plays the biggest fucking asshole douchebag in this film ever. It's pretty funny. You want to see Leslie Nielsen as a non-funny motherfucker and a dickhead, check out this film. But it's got some really awesome, you know, terrorize, like animal scenes in this where they're terrorizing humans and shit. It's fucking fantastic. I love this film. Blu-ray looks fantastic too. I couldn't recommend it enough. So Day of the Animals. If you like these type of films, these animal attack films, you gotta check it out. It's fucking awesome. And for number 1 is the DVD version of The House on Sorority Row. That's right. Yeah, I bought this when it first came out, so I didn't feel the need to upgrade to the Blu-ray. I know it went out of print really fast, but I was totally fine with the DVD. I just didn't see the need to upgrade. But yeah, I think the Blu-ray, I believe, is the exact same. It's still carried over all the special features that were on it. So yeah, I've always loved this film, man. It's actually one of my favorite slashers of all time. I like these sorority type films, a lot of hot chicks in them, and yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong, right? So, you know, definitely give this one a shot if you've never seen it, but really good film from 1982. So yeah, but yeah, if you're looking for the Blu-ray, beware, it goes for pretty ridiculous prices right now. So I don't know, always been a big fan of House on Sorority Row. But that is going to do it for the top 10. Quick little recap. To All a Good Night, Body Melt, Seizure, Zombie Nightmare, Death Ship, The Unseen, The Incubus, Girly, Day of the Animals, and House on Sorority Row. There were so many Scorpion releases I never got a chance to put it. Well, obviously I couldn't fit into this top 10 list. Like Flavor the Heretic was a great release by them. Planet of the Vampires was another really good one. The Monster Club, I thought that was a great anthology film. Transfer on that was fantastic. Island Claws, the Dogs, Space Raiders, which I know was a limited Blu-ray, which is a really cool release. The Hearst double feature with I can't remember what that one was, but that was really fun. But yeah, Scorpion, one of my favorite companies out there. Definitely give them a shot if you know, if you're looking for something new. But like I said, a lot of these releases are out of print and kind of hard to find now. So anyways, guys, I'm just rambling on. It's late. It's 1 in the morning, so I should probably cut this video off 12 minutes in. And I will talk to you guys later. See you in the next video. Make sure to sub all the other cats I do this with. Links down below. Peace.